Hi everyone, so we're going to be doing a do-while loop. So let's start off with setting up or initializing a variable I is equal to 0. And we want to set up a do-while loop, so we have to set up do and then the curly brace bracket. And what we need to do at the end of these curly brace bracket is put a while and put our condition right here. So we'll say when I is less than 5. So we want to end this while loop, do-while loop, when I gets to equal to 5 or greater than 5, it'll just stop running. So all we want to do is do I++ in the do part, and then we'll just console.log I so we can see this incrementing as it goes. And at the end, let's console.log done. So let's actually run this and then I'll explain what's happening here. So what we see here happening is we've initialized I to 0, so it's starting at 0, and then it goes in this do while loop and it checks here in this do, it first increments I++, so I is now 1, it console logs 1, and then it displays 1 down here, and then it checks here in the while loop after, is I less than 5? If it is true, then it's going to go back up to the top to this do part, and then it's going to do I++, so it was 1 before, now it's going to be 2, and then it's going to console log 2, which is why we have that 2 in the terminal, and then it'll check here in the while loop, is 2 less than 5? Yes, it's true. So go back up to the top and do something. I++, now it's 3, it'll console log 3. And then it'll go to this while part, it'll check is 3 less than 5? Yes, it's true. So go back up to the top and do something. We'll say I++, and then it'll be 4. It'll console log out the number 4. Then it'll go to this while part and it'll check is 4 less than 5? Yes, it's true. So go back up to the do part and then check in here, start doing something. Then it increments I by 1 again, and it's 5. I is 5 now. It console logs out the number 5, which is why we display number 5 in the terminal here. And then it goes to this while part, is 5 less than 5? No, it's done. So it won't even bother going up to the do part anymore. It'll stop the while loop, the do while loop, and then it'll console log out done, which is why we see the word done at the bottom in the terminal. And of course, if you need any more guidance on while loops, there's actually, if you go to W3 Schools, if you scroll down a little bit, there's an example on the do while loop on the syntax of how it's set up. So in the do part, there's a code of block here that we are executing, and then the while part, which contains some sort of condition, and then it just keeps doing what it needs to do, only when the condition is true. And then once the condition is false, it will break out of that do while loop.